this could be us. So back to what I was saying.
Hey guys, alright, so I'm about to shoot second episode of Public Encounters. This is going to be on AB32, the bill that will close private detention facilities and prisons. So let's see how people are reacting to this one. There's 4 private prisons here in the state of California. Each one houses about 2,000 people. If these places close, what's going to happen is they're going to be forced to go into the state prisons. And the problem with that is the reason we opened these private prisons was because the state prisons were overfilling. So if we're going to go shove about 8,000 people back into the private prison or the state prisons, they're all going to be more overfilled. And that means that people will be released earlier than they should be. This includes people like robbers, thieves, sex offenders, so stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel okay about that because then they get released early, so they don't get to, how do I say? They don't get the exact same time frame. Yeah, time frame, which isn't okay because then they get out earlier.
How do you feel about that?
How I feel about it personally is I don't agree.
No?
Keep the detention centers open.
Why?
What's wrong with them? What's the downturn for the detention centers? Like, why are they needing to close up?
They say it's wrong to privatize criminal justice, but all it does is it just makes it cheaper for the state. It makes it cheaper for them to have privatized prison systems because then you have companies competing for who's going to
pay taxes for these prisons.
Exactly.
And after paying taxes, it should go towards what the public needs and what the public wants. And if we need more detention facilities open, then that's what it should go towards.
Well, obviously, my answer to the question is going to be, or I would say most of the people would answer that this is a wrong law, because basically the law would decrease the sentence of criminals and more criminals would be out on the streets.
Well, I'm kind of shocked they would even think of such a thing because obviously people are there for a reason. They shouldn't really be sent somewhere else or have their sentences shortened at all.
Oh, I feel wonderful, knowing people that commit crimes and do horrific things to good people are going to get back onto the streets sooner and, get back to serving their communities. Yeah, that's, I guess, the line the state would have you believe. But, yeah, not surprised.
As for the ICE detention facilities that will also be closed because they're privately owned, if they're closed, that doesn't mean ICE will stop operating here in the state of California. It just means that whoever they detain will have to be moved to places like Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. So that whole family separation issue a lot of people are talking about right now, this will make that worse. Because if you have a family member or a friend that's detained, you will have to go to Arizona, New Mexico, or Texas to talk and try to get them out. You won't be able to do it here in California.
It will be very sad. It will be hard for the families.
ICE and Border Patrol agents can now apprehend, but they can't. All they have to do is they're now having to release because they have nowhere to take anybody.
Or they're going to ship them over to Arizona, New Mexico. Which is going to cost money because transportation.
It costs a lot of money.
Right.
And you can only ship so many with so little resources.
That's a good point, yeah. And at some point, it's just they're not going to be able to ship them anymore. So it's catch and release, kind of like what was going on from 2008 to 2016, right? So yeah.
That takes too much time. That's a really long process, not just to be away from the family, but also that's a difficult process. Honestly, it doesn't make much sense to move them all the way out just for this process where they would probably come back in, and that's probably going to waste a lot of money.
They have to transport them too, so yeah.
So all the money that they'd be wasting on transporting, knows how many immigrants have not.
They could be putting that towards a new state prison, right? Yeah, so.
Yeah, walk in the lab like I was Dexter. Yeah, let me put your mind through some pressure. Yeah, I'm talking Dexter just like my sister's name was Dee Dee. And I'm